All right, here we go. Unit 4, Lesson 1. We're looking at ratios and rates with fractions today. So, some vocabulary first. The percentage per cent means per 100. For example, if a fish tank can hold 36 liters, so we have a double number line down here. A fish tank can hold 36 liters, which means 100% of the fish tank holds 36 liters. If there's 27 liters, that means that we have a little bit less than 100%. We now have 75% of the fish tank is full. We're going to be playing with double number lines in this unit, and they're a lot like what we did before. We can, divide by 4, multiply by 3, and we can find our solution here. Another important, very, very important vocabulary word is this word unit rate. You are going to see this in this unit and then all through algebra, and it's going to stay with you for a long time while you're doing math. So don't forget this one. Unit rate means per one. For example, I eat 2 pizzas per day. Per day is like per one day. I run 3 kilometers per hour. Kilometers per 1 hour. That's my unit rate. Another example is if 12 people share 2 pizzas or 2 pies, how many share 1 pie? What's the unit rate? The unit rate is going to be 6. 6 people can have 1 pie. Or you could write it in reverse. For example, the unit rate could be this: 1/6 of a pie per 1 person. These are my unit rates. Now, let's solve some problems. A train is traveling at a constant speed and goes 7.5 kilometers per 6 minutes. So the first way we're going to solve this is we need to find out how many kilometers does it go per 1 minute. What is its unit rate? Well, to do that, we simply only have to divide these two numbers, 7.5 divided by 6. What is 7.5 divided by 6? And that's going to find our unit rate. So how many times does 6 fit into 7.5? 6 goes into 7 one time with a remainder of 1. Bring down my 5. 6 goes into 15 2 times. My decimal goes straight up. 6 goes into 15 2 times for 12. Oops, let's make that a 1 for 12, the remainder of 3. Then I bring down a 0 because I'm not done yet. 6 goes into 30 5 times. So the train goes 1.25 kilometers per 1 minute. That's its unit rate. And then to find how far does it go in 100 minutes, I would only have to multiply that by 100. I know it goes 1.25 in 1 minute. Multiply by 100, and I would get, I'm going to put the answer over here, 125 kilometers in 100 minutes. I'm going to show you how to solve this same problem, but with a table. And a table is going to look like this. If I have time and distance, I'm going to first put in, what do I know? I know that the train goes 7.5 kilometers in 6 minutes. All right, so there's a lot of different ways to solve this. We've been doing this all year. One, I could find my constant of proportionality, and I would find that by doing 7.5 divided by 6, which we know now is 1.25. So my constant of proportionality is 1.25. So to find how far it goes in 1 minute, I just multiply by 1.25, and I would get 1.25. And then to find out how far it goes in 100 minutes, I know my constant proportionality, 1.25, multiply across, it would be 125 kilometers. You can also find it going like this, in this direction, or you can go across. There's lots of different ways to use the table. Okay, last problem. A cyclist rode 3.75 miles in 3/10 of an hour, 0.3 hours. How fast was she going in miles per hour? What is the unit rate is the first question. And then, if we know the unit rate, how long will it take her to go 4.5 miles? In this part, we're going to use a double number line. So double number line looks like this. We're going to have to define our units. Let's say miles and hours. So first we know that this cyclist goes 3.75 miles in 0.3 hours. So first question is trying to find how far does she go in miles per hour. So lots of different ways to solve this. 0.3 times what? Times what is 1. So to find that, I can do, well, what's 1 divided by 3/10? Or I can figure out the constant proportionality. 0.3 times what is 3.75. So to find that, we would do 3.75 divided by 3/10. So how many times does 3/10 go into 3.75? Well, the first thing, now remember, with this part, I have a decimal that's outside of that 3. So the first thing I want to do is multiply it by 10. When I multiply it by 10, it becomes 3. Now I also have to do that to this decimal, multiplying by 10. When I multiply by 10, my decimal just moves over 1. So now it's 37.5. And now I can find that constant proportionality. 3 goes into 37 12 times. And I can do that with a remainder of 1. And I bring down my 5. Decimal is here, decimal is there. 3 goes into 15 5 times with no remainder, so I'm done. So I know that my constant proportionality is 12.5. So if I have going 1 hour, 1 times 12.5 is just going to be 12.5. So I know that in 1 hour she's going 12.5 kilometers. At that rate, how long will it take her to go 4.5 miles? 4.5 miles. So 4.5 is kind of in here. It's less than 12.5, but more than 3.75. So if I'm multiplying by 12.5 to go in this direction, to go back, I'm going to just divide by 12.5, and I can find this solution of how long it's going to take her. I've run out of space here, so I'm just going to erase real quick. All right, now we're back. So this is defined this solution, 4.5 divided by 12.5, or how many times does 12.5 fit into 4.5? Again, I got decimal on the outside, so I'm going to multiply by 10, multiply by 10. So how many times does 125 fit into 45? Well, does it fit into 45? No, 125 is bigger than 45. So I know that it's going to start with a 0. And then I think, okay, how many times does 125 fit into 450? And I can start after the decimal point. 125 plus 125 is 250, plus another 125 is 375. So it's going to fit in 3 times. Then I subtract. Gives me 75. You guys can do the work for that one. How many times does 125 fit into 750? 125, 250, 375, 500, 625, fits in 6 times. And there's no remainder. 6 times 125 is also 750, so I have no remainder. So actually, here's my solution. I know this is 0.36. I know it'll take her 0.36 hours to go 4.5 miles.